Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for love for the month of October 2019. This month, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. Also, this is a new spread I'm doing for the love readings. They're meant to be short, but very, very detailed, and that's the whole point, so definitely let me know what you think. But if the reading does not resonate, again, do not try to make these readings fit your situation. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. There are plenty of other great readers here on YouTube, so definitely check those other readers out. But Aquarius, did I say Capricorn? I don't know what I said at the beginning of this video, but Aquarius, this is for you. Thank you, Aquarius. In the first section here, we're going to be covering new love or potential for new love. I feel like for some of you, there could be a water sign coming in for you in love. This comes up for you every single day in the daily readings, that there could be a water sign coming in for you in love. So I do feel like it could be a water sign. This could be somebody who comes in after a move as well. To me, I have intuitive meanings that I use for the cards that I came up with on my own, and I call the King of Cups the home or the house. And to me, it could represent like a move, but it could be you moving. But I also feel like mostly it could be somebody who's maybe moving close to where you live, or who maybe moves to where you live. Maybe they get a job where you work and you kind of like meet that way. So I feel like some of you could be meeting someone from a distance. I'm sure my favorite Aquarius out there, Mark, is gonna love hearing me say that, but there you go. So I feel like it could be somebody from a distance. Next, in your challenge position here, you have the Eight of Cups. For some of you, like finding this, it came up for like 3 other signs, I would say, this month, that it could be like a difficult month to find fulfillment, or, you know, it's like maybe you're meeting people, maybe you're dating, but maybe there's just a lot missing from the people you're meeting. I feel like for you, Aquarius, I do feel like it's a little bit different. Like I feel like this has been the problem for a while. So I feel like you've been experiencing problems as far as fulfillment is concerned when meeting new people. So it's like everybody you meet is kind of like lacking a lot of stuff. Like maybe you would even be willing to, you know, meet people halfway, so to speak, where, you know, I don't think you're being picky. I feel like you're just maybe having a hard time meeting the right type of person right now with this card. Your solution is the Emperor. So not really a good solution, if I'm being honest with you, kind of boring, because this card just says date. The Emperor just says follow a plan, or it says stick to the plan. And for some of you, I feel like it's saying like don't settle, because to me this card represents having a plan. And sometimes when we come up with a plan for love, for example, we could say maybe we write a list. I always tell people to write a list in love of everything you want in a person. So, you know, actually I'll tell you right now, Aquarius, write a list of everything you want in a person. Focus only on positive traits, then pick your top 3 traits that you want from somebody. And the rule is that you can only date someone who has, or you can only commit to someone who has those top 3 traits. Usually, when we do this exercise, what happens is the universe tests us, of course, and it brings us like a bunch of players or a bunch of people who aren't right for us. So we need to make sure to pass the test and say no to those people, and we need to make sure to go towards what we truly want in love. So this card is kind of like saying, do that, like follow a plan in love, and you will be successful. Next, as far as your ex is concerned, you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands says that there could be a lot of attraction between you and an ex still. I only feel that for some of you, Aquarius, so not all of you. So it could just say there's like still a lot of attraction there. For others, like for some of you, I feel like, by the way, that some of you, it could be a fire sign. Your ex could be a fire sign. You have water here as well. You have pretty much everything here. So, you know, it's a general reading, but fire and water definitely stand out to me here, Aquarius, as far as an ex is concerned. But I feel like there's a lot of attraction there overall. This is a card of seduction as well. I do feel like it says be careful of like the sexual side of things in a potential ex-type relationship. So if you're thinking about going back to someone, this is almost like, I'm kind of surprised the Devil card didn't show up here. It's like, make sure there's more than just the sexual side of things. You know, if that's what you're into, you know, if you want a truly deep connection with somebody, if you just want a sexual connection, then go for it, is what I'd say here. But, you know, for right now, it just feels that way to me. Next, in your how they feel about you, your ex, how your ex feels about you, Queen of Cups, a return of love. So they could still be wanting to offer love to you, or they could be wanting to come back to you here, Aquarius. So I feel like for some of you, this could be somebody who's trying to come back. I feel like it's fire sign. Like, I feel like this is very specific. I feel like if someone is trying to come back, it's probably a fire sign. So again, if you were dating a fire sign, I feel like they're being very obvious about it as well. I don't think they're, I don't think they're trying to hide it from you, Aquarius. So I feel like you know about this. Is what I feel like saying to you. I don't know how else to say it. For others, I feel like this is like a very nurturing energy. So I do feel like for some of you, your ex still cares about you. Obviously, if you were in a negative relationship, this message is probably not going to be for you. Next, for the challenge with your ex, you have the Chariot. So again, finding fulfillment or having a victory with this person could be a challenge. To me, the Chariot coming up in the challenge position is like, picture two people who are tied together running in the opposite direction. It kind of says that you and your ex potentially have just totally different views or beliefs about life, and maybe you just can't get on the same page. We just can't get along with everybody, right? And even our exes, we can't get along with all of them, and that's kind of what this Chariot card is saying. For others, this could be somebody who ran away from you or who moved away from you, and again, I feel like if that happened, you probably just don't want this person back in the first place, so I wouldn't even worry about that there. And finally, your solution for the ex is the Four of Cups. Your solution here is to just like let it go, basically, is what I feel like saying on the Four of Cups. That's not really what the Four of Cups means. Again, if you're new to the channel, I read intuitively. I'm going to try to remember to post up my video about how I read down in the description below. But what I would say to you is that I feel just like you letting go of caring about the ex in the first place for most of you. For others, this could be you trying to get it to work. The Four of Cups to me is a card of kind of like experimentation. He's manifesting these cards normally. He's manifesting these cups on the card in the Four of Cups. He's like manifesting them in front of him, and he's saying, like, what do I want in a relationship? So some of you could be trying to work things out with an ex here with this card and trying to figure out, like, how can we make it work? So it could be in, like, more of an experimenting stage, if that makes sense, Aquarius. Next, for what you may be missing in love is you have the Fool and the Six of Wands. So what you may be missing is that a lot of people want to give you attention, I feel, with the Six of Wands. And the Fool is also saying that it's time for you to be more spontaneous, more fun. It's time for you to get out there and meet new people. So I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of potential in love that you might not be seeing with these two cards. Again, that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you. So I feel like there's a lot of potential in love that you need to go out and get here with these two cards. For others, there could be potential or opportunities for you to move on, again, to a new relationship. So I feel like some of you need to open up to that. For others, I feel like that what you don't see is that you're about to get asked out here, is what I'd say. This to me looks like somebody could be very surprisingly kind of like jumping into your life here, Aquarius, and asking you out. So it could be somebody who comes on. I feel like saying this is somebody who comes on very strong. Definitely could be new love. Could be a water sign. I would say that it could be like a water sign with fire or a fire sign with water. It feels very fiery, feels very forward, and it feels very just more like aggressive, but in a good way. I feel like this wouldn't be aggressive in a bad way. This would be just somebody who knows what they want, and it's you, Aquarius. So I feel like this is somebody who kind of comes on pretty strong, but I definitely feel like this could be love coming into your life here. Next, for the unexpected in love, you have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying that you just need to make a decision as to like what you want in love with this Two of Swords. So I feel like some of you need to make a decision. For some of you, I feel like you are compromising with someone. I actually don't feel like this is that bad of a thing here, Aquarius. I feel like this is, again, a very specific message. It might only be for a few of you, but I would say that maybe you were on a break from a relationship with a person. Maybe you didn't really break up, but maybe it was kind of like a break. And maybe now you're coming together. Maybe you're deciding, you know what, let's try again, let's put aside our differences and see if we can make it work in a different way. If you're doing that, I feel like things will work out really well for you. So definitely do that. For others, I feel like this is saying that there could be just new opportunities for you to date. So this could be anything. I'm getting like everything popping into my head. It could be like new online sites for online dating, like maybe brand new websites come out. Of course, that always happens, but I feel like there could be like new opportunities coming in as far as like online dating is concerned for you. I feel like there could be new social opportunities as well that you will be taking advantage of with these two cards, and I feel like that will bring in love as well. And finally, your future outcome for love is the Knight of Cups and the Hangman. For some of you, it could be a Pisces that's coming in for you in love. Not all of you, but some of you. And it could be like a Knight in Shining Armor with the Knight of Cups. I do feel like Knight in Shining Armor for a lot of you. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be like someone who comes in who sweeps you off your feet. I do feel like some of you will be waiting. For some of you, I feel like saying don't feel like you have to put on a show. For some of you, I feel this thing where it's like, I don't even know how to describe it to you, Aquarius, but it's almost like you feel like you're not good enough for somebody, or it could be the other person person. But I would just say, the Hangman says, don't put on a show for people. Just be who you are, be genuine, and everything will go great. So I feel like that's what you need to do with these 2 cards here. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Yeah, I feel like you need to be patient. Everybody getting this month, the 3 of Pentacles. So it doesn't really surprise me either. With all that energy in Capricorn, plus the North Node in Cancer, to me, if we combine all that energy, again, according to Chris's crappy astrology here, to me, that represents like wanting to work together with somebody. We will not tolerate relationships where people are not pulling their weight, plain and simple. And I feel like that's what's going on for you here, Aquarius. I feel like you're just not willing to deal with relationships where the other person is not willing to pull their weight. It's just that simple. But Aquarius, this looks really, really good for you. I see a lot of good stuff coming in. You know, it doesn't seem like that amazing of a love month, if I'm being honest, for everybody. I don't think it's terrible, but I just don't think, I think most people might be focused on like other things other than love at this time, or, you know, this month basically. But I do feel like there are, at least for you, what I will say is if you do want it, I feel like there's tons of opportunity for new love. But this looks really good. So thank you for watching and enjoy your month.